Good morning. It is Sunday, not Monday, but I'm heading out for a bit of shopping, and I'm working from home tomorrow, so I won't be in the car. So I thought, why not go ahead and do my predictions now? I'm also starting to go really badly hoarse, so I'm getting worse, not better. Yay. Alright, so predictions for tomorrow night. We've just finished the timed event. We've just dragged a few survivors out of the burning wreckage. The group of locals and the group of crash survivors are kind of standing side by side. Haven't really interacted yet. They just both kind of flew into action because, well, there was a giant problem. As that kind of starts to simmer down a little bit, obviously they're going to have a chance to interact, to introduce each other, to kill each other maybe, I don't know. I'm hoping that we don't actually kill anyone, but I'm figuring there will be at least a little bit of conflict. And I do have a couple things up my sleeve in case there's too much conflict. If it looks like it's going to spiral too far out of control, I might throw another fight at them. I've found this in a few campaigns in the past that once you survive 2 or 3 fights together, you start to kind of mix a bit more. And so if the characters don't seem to be seeing eye to eye, I've actually got 3 or 4 different encounters that I'm going to roll randomly against and see where it goes. There's a neighboring tribe that may decide to come do some looting. There's a couple creatures in the area that are quite interested in what's going on. Yeah, so there's things I can do to get them fighting on side. From there, I figure they're going to take stock of what's left, which is not a great deal, and then set out onto the water, I'm assuming. I figure they won't want to stay in the burned village. They'll probably want to try to either get to help or get somewhere else or whatever it may be. I'm not really determining where they're going to try to go at this point, but I figure that they will try to go somewhere. And when that happens, I plan to throw another encounter at them, this time on the water, so that we can get a bit used to the fighting in boats mechanic, because that's going to be a little bit different. I don't think we've really had many combats in boats, and I think it will come into play that, you know, especially this will differ even from like ship combat, because these are not ships, these are not boats with weapons on them. They're just boats with people in them. So we will have aquatic creatures attacking boats with people in them, and then people in the boats responding. Obviously someone will, well, maybe not, but, you know, likely you will have someone who is steering or paddling or moving the boat. And that will be their entire action for the round, is to basically get the boat where it should be. And then everyone else will not have a movement action, unless they're jumping out of the boat. But they will have their action to do something with. So it will get them used to that mechanic of having things taken away from them. Either their action if they're moving, or their movement if they're acting. So that's the plan for tonight, or for tomorrow night, rather. I'm getting in my head to it. It's tonight now. That's where we're going to go. That's the plan. We'll see what happens from there. I'm interested to see what their priorities become. Is their priority going to be the survivors saying, oh, we have to get off this planet right now? Is it going to be the survivors who went out and say, you know, we need to rebuild, or we need to find allies, or we need to insert other thing I haven't thought about here? Yeah, we'll see where it goes. I think this is going to be a fun campaign. We're going to have a lot more combat, a lot more resource management. That's part of why I destroyed the ship. I want this game to be about managing limited resources. So they're on a world and they have almost nothing, and they're going to have to figure out how to survive on this death world. So, like, subscribe. That way you can keep up to date whenever I post a recap video and talk about what happened. And I'll talk to you soon.